Okay, mine. This is for warm days that drift away while the sun sets and the ghettos play. Long nights on a hot summer's block where you sip your brew and never touch your glass.
Peace, y'all. It's Amani Jade and my bae.
Najee AM.
On that 30-day
Bay
bae
Challenge. Brought to you by the Oakland.
Mine.
Straight up.
Thanks for joining our listening journey where we review one album a day, highlighting the diverse Bay and creating appreciation, inspiration, and pride, showing love the Bay way.
Exactly. One Bay Area album a day. Subscribe now so you can stay with us, and welcome to day 3. We're going to cover Mystic and her album, Cuts for Luck and Scars for Freedom. And she has a lot of accomplishments under her belt as an artist. And as always, we start with the car facts.
We cannot not clap, huh?
Not for real. Car facts. So Mystic, straight out of Oakland, okay? She ran with Hieroglyphics Crew and toured with Digital Underground and the Black Eyed Peas. She signed with Good Vibes after being heard on the Bahamadia mixtape. Appears on the soundtrack for the film The Funeral. She's currently the Hip Hop Caucus's Bay Area coordinator.
And she is an amazing scholar, master of research. This is my title that I put onto her because I know how she gets down. And advocate for young people. And when you read her credentials and letters, you can see why. And I wanted to get it right, so you don't even got to read it. Let's listen to it.
I love the depth of your research and trying to tell the entire story. The story itself really begins in 2004 with me going back to community college because I was a high school dropout. And so I went all the way through community college and then was selected as a Jack Kent Cook undergraduate transfer scholar and transferred to Cal. So I have a bachelor's of art from UC Berkeley in interdisciplinary studies focusing on public policy, education, and global poverty and inequality. And from Oxford, I have a master's of science in comparative and international education. Thank you for recognizing that as part of my journey and the story itself. And here we are.
She is so lit. Fun fact, we work together. And another fun fact that I found out later, she worked with my mom.
That's real Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? That's real Bay Area, and that's real artistry right there. Really getting it in and really standing behind what her music stands for.
Right. Speaking of the album, Cuts for Luck and Scars for Freedom.
It released in 2001, and it features production from Shock G of Digital Underground. Mm-hmm. It was re-released with DreamWorks, offering additional songs with Kanye West and Mos Def. The song The Life has been featured on the ESPN show with the same title, commercials, and much more.
Yeah, she getting the bread. She don't play about her business.
And let's go ahead and get into music production.
Black business. The style of the music. Okay, so real West Coast classic boom bap sound. That status that you apply to Lauryn Hill, that legendariness, apply that to Mystic. Legendary. She's not only a dope rapper and vocalist, she's a master storyteller and people seer. And that really comes out in the music.
Mm-hmm. The music gives an atmosphere to the stories being told. There are tracks like Forever and a Day with just a beat and a background ad-libs for the chorus, and it still works. It still feels full.
Full. She's very poetic. A lot of imagery, too. When you listen to a song like Neptune's Jewels, I get a feeling she's really inspired by nature and stories that span across time, terrain, culture.
All of that.
Yeah.
This album is a great example of the fifth element of hip-hop, most important in my book, and that is knowledge of self.
You have a song called that. With Black Achilles.
This is facts.
Or PLL, sorry. She's loving, which causes her to grieve, which encourages her to heal. That's kind of the overall arc, and you can see that in the title, Cuts for Luck and Scars for Freedom.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And she talks about a lot of hood situations, much like E40. This is her ghetto progress report. But it's about love in hood situations. The feminine perspective and vantage point that she has. Not just her stories, but her people's and places' stories.
And she has love for her people in militant ways at times. She talks about self-defense as an act of love. And she's very, I would say, revolutionary as far as love goes, especially in a song like Ghetto Birds and the hit single The Life. And you know what I like is that she has love for brothers in the hood, whether they're intimate or it's familial love, like in Neptune's Jewels and Once a Week. And that's good to love the brothers who are in those situations in a way that is helpful to them.
D-boy.
Straight up D-boy, yeah, like on D-boy.
Yeah. And she also has a love for sisterhood, for womanhood, and friendship. You got the song Forever in a Day, which funnily, it comes right after Once a Week, Forever in a Day. She is making a little differentiation. And then girlfriend, sister girl. But she also speaks to like the misdirected love of things or ideals over people, like the song The Goddess.
Exactly, like love of the streets, you know what I'm saying? And the streets ain't got no love for nobody.
Right. Or the feeling of power, you know? Trying to make yourself feel power when you perhaps didn't. And then she got some self-love with the song W featuring Planet Asia. Now let's talk about our favorite songs that we know all the words.
One of my favorite songs is Fatherless Child. It reminds me of the song Motherless Child. Not that I feel like I'm a motherless child myself, but there are aspects of that in my history. And it's a really powerful piece because she made this song right after she got signed. And the day she got signed, her father passed away from a drug overdose. And then she created this song to kind of like tell that story of this. And Sad Media has a special place in my heart because I feel like it's really important for us as human beings to be able to express the range of feelings that we experience. You know what I'm saying? And sadness is one of the feelings I think that a lot of folks are hesitant to express and to really talk about as an experience. And this song, I feel like, captures that in a way that, again, is helpful, is beautiful, is welcoming. And I get to feel my own feelings. Right. You know what I'm saying? While I'm listening to this song and not have to feel bad about them. I can relate to them in a way that is actually uplifting.
Yeah. And she does that with a lot of music. Fallen Angels is another song that, you know, she says in the beginning, this is not just for me, this is for all. But some of my favorite songs are the more uplifting. Girlfriend, Sister Girl is a close second for me because of the imagery and the messaging. It really hits home. But the real fave, okay. All right. Free your mind. That's the song that I like because it's the vibe that encompasses what a mystic is, like the music itself, and it's like uplifting. But look up the definition of mystic. That's the feeling that I get in my ears listening to that track. I mean, the first track has that too. The beat is a vibe, but I'll just say that, and then we'll go to our collective favorite.
Boom. Which is The Goddess. That song, it talks about the hood and what a lot of folks in the hood feel like they gotta have. Like, you gotta have the jewels, you gotta have a car, you gotta have a rep, you gotta have this, you gotta have that.
Squad. Sex. Text.
All of that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's, again, like it captures what it's like to be in the hood in a real way, but in a way that's like informative. You know what I'm saying? In a way that is not bashing on the hood, right? But also being honest and realistic about it,
right? It's her ghetto progress report.
it's her ghetto progress report.
And I'll just say about that song, there's like a interlude at the end, and I love that.
Oh yeah,
I love it so much. It's like, what do you really gotta have? What is life really calling for you to have? She's saying all these beautiful things, but she's saying it in all these different languages. I mean, her voice is just beautiful. Like, it's so beautiful. The languages are beautiful. The variety and the diversity. She's really giving you a lot symbologically, and it's just so pleasing to the ear.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I don't know how to say the things in her languages, but don't listen to me. Go listen to the song and listen to her. It's really beautiful. Speaking of listening to the song,
if you're feeling this album, also check out our honorable mention, Jennifer Johns, and she has an album called Azania, and you can see the link below in a live rendition on her YouTube channel, which is poppin'.
Her YouTube is poppin'.
Also,
more information on Mystic, the scholar and insurgent architect. Yes, we put in some of that scholarly work down there.
Comment below, like and subscribe to stay tuned with our daily reviews for this 30-day challenge. Follow us on IG as well.
We're about to do IG
Don't miss
Live.
out. Yeah, right now.
Right now.
Straight up. Don't miss out on our IG Live. Topic Tuesdays and Freebie Fridays where we give away some merch like these dope Oakland Line t-shirts. One of a kind, limited edition to folks who like and comment on YouTube or join us on IG Live.
Yes. And get that link popping. We got it below. And we'll see you tomorrow for sure.
Peace.
Your people,
et vos gens,
yourself,
vous
and your family.
et votre famille,
Love,
l'amour,
loss,
la perte,
struggle,
la lutte,
laughter,
le rire,
joy,
la joie
and pain,
et la douleur.
such as life.
Telle est la vie.